morning. We present the news summary. Seychelles has joined other countries in the world to celebrate World Fisheries Day. The ceremony was held at the Maritime Academy and saw the participation of the Academy, the Fisheries Department, and the Fishing Authority. Prizes were presented to winners of a competition open to primary school students to come up with a new logo for the Fisheries Department. Several agencies and organizations also showcased their work, the work they are doing in relation to the fisheries sector. The minister responsible for tourism, Sylvestre Radegon, met 3 of the 5 people who saved a 73-year-old French tourist from drowning 2 weeks ago at Balon. Minister Radegon conveyed the government's appreciation for what he has described not only an act of bravery, but an act that has ensured that the tourist returns to Seychelles next year.
A 73-year-old French tourist found herself at a perilous situation 2 weeks ago when she nearly drowned at Beauvalon Beach. Mrs. Arielle Guinchard was holidaying in Seychelles with her husband when she was seen floating in the sea around 7 in the evening. The 5 individuals who rushed to her rescue were Julio Agricole, Neddy Caroubert, Sabrina Chamlai, Sean Chamlai, and Cheyenne Changyun. 3 of the 5 individuals met the minister responsible for tourism, Sylvestre Radegon, who conveyed his gratitude for their act of bravery. Julio Agricole, speaking on behalf of his friends, says that they do not consider themselves as heroes.
I don't really feel like a hero because it was something that we had to do. So we just reacted out of instinct and we saved somebody's life.
It was the husband of Madame Guinchard who performed CPR and managed to stabilize his wife, who was then taken to hospital after an ambulance arrived at the scene. Mrs. Guinchard has expressed her appreciation to the 5 young people and says that she will be returning to Seychelles next year.
President Rival Ramkalawan participated in the wheelchair challenge this morning at State House. The wheelchair challenge is to raise the awareness of leaders, ministries, and businesses about the mobility and access to services of people using wheelchairs or living with certain disabilities.
President Rival Ramkalawan in a wheelchair today. The president started his journey in his wheelchair from the entrance of the main Grand Case State House via the corridor of the building to the entrance of the main sitting room, then to the meeting room, Salon Maritime, Salon des Îles, where accreditations take place, and finally to the private meeting room. The president also went to test the toilet facilities. President Ramkalawan said that he is very happy to get the opportunity to experience and think of the disabled person and their well-being.
So once we put the lift, yes. And this is very important, I think, for us to get right. The lift is not just a luxury. It's for the elderly, for the time being, cannot go upstairs.
Yes, correct.
To enjoy the view.
The activity was attended, amongst others, by the founder of Ramp Up, Rise Up.
I thank the President for taking on this challenge. I think it was really good to see that we have the President and the government on our side with Ramp Up, Rise Up. Like the President was saying, it's not only for the disabled, for the elderly as well, visiting State House. There were a few adjustments to make. Such as the ramps, the design of the ramps, the bathroom facility, and later on to put in a lift at State House when welcoming disabled guests.
During the activity, the president also gave a family a wheelchair for their disabled daughter.
Ramp Up, Rise Up.
Representatives from different government departments and agencies responsible for disaster management are discussing how to improve the tsunami preparation plan. This is through a 3-day workshop organized by the Disaster Risk Management Division in collaboration with UNESCO. UNESCO representatives are encouraging Seychelles to complete the 12 requirements necessary to receive UNESCO's Tsunami Ready recognition.
So once a community has fulfilled these 12 indicators, then they can apply to UNESCO IOC to be recognized as UNESCO IOC Tsunami Ready Community. This program is very well structured, and by implementing these programs, we are expecting a more sustainable readiness of the community. Of course, in the long terms, it will have a kind of impact if they are recognized by UNESCO IOC as a tsunami-ready community. Then, for example, in Seychelles, tourists might be more confident to come to an area which already recognized as a tsunami-ready community.
And this was the news summary. More news at 8 p.m.